and this is my nana.
Hi, my name's Joel and this is my grandpa.
Hi, my name's Lily and this is my grandma.
Hi, my name's Gus and this is Kez.
Hi, my name is Grace. And my name's Amelia. And this is our nana.
Oh, lovely.
We are going to ask her a few of her questions. So, who was your most inspiring teacher and why?
A nun that taught me in grade 6. Sister Agnes, she was a charity nun.
What was your favourite teacher?
My favourite teacher was Sister Ephraim, which is a really funny name, isn't it? But she was my favourite teacher in grade 4.
And why did you like him?
She was a really nice, kind nun who, when I was growing up, children were told weren't allowed to talk very much in class, or they weren't allowed to talk at all. So when I was growing up, she let the children talk and ask them questions, and so it was lovely to have a teacher like that.
Who was your most inspiring teacher and why?
Oh, that's a great question, Joel. I had 2 inspiring teachers. One was my mother. Did you remember that my mother, your great-grandmother, was a teacher?
It was Mother Zavaria because she was a wonderful teacher of literature, so books. So because she was so inspiring and she loved it so much, she made us love it too.
Did she read you any books or was it just like a whole session of reading?
No, she'd talk about it and then she might read a bit and then she might ask somebody in the class to read a passage.
Who was your most inspiring teacher and why?
My most inspiring, wonderful teacher was a lady called Mrs. English, because we had to call them by their formal name, and she taught me art and inspired me so much that I became an art teacher too.
What was your favourite subject and why?
Mathematics was my favourite subject, and I liked maths.
That's my favourite too.
Oh, wow!
What's your favourite subject?
My favourite subject is history, and it still is history, because it teaches you so many wonderful things about what's happened in the past, you know, when we talk about different things with Papu.
What was your favourite subject and why?
Woodwork. Because I went to a high school, and in high schools in those days there were no practical subjects, but there was just one that was woodwork. And I really like to make things, as you know, just like you like to make things with your dad.
What was your favourite subject and why?
Well, of course, art, because Mrs. English taught me art. And I loved painting, and I loved learning about the history of art and past civilizations.
Where did your love of books reading come from?
My love for books and reading came from, again, Sister Ephraim. I really loved reading. From when I was 10, I wanted to work in a library, which you know I did, and I worked for 44 years as a librarian.
What was something you learned at school that has been useful in later life?
You learn lots of things at school, but I think the thing that I'll always remember, and the most important thing, was making friends, making good friends, and friends that last a lifetime sometimes.
And what was something you learned at school that has been helpful in later life?
Well, lots of things, but the most important things to me were times tables, grammar, spelling, all the things you don't like.
Do you remember any advice you were given from a teacher?
Always help others, look after other people, and be kind to people.
Do you remember any advice you were given from a teacher?
I don't remember actual advice, I just remember teachers who made an impression on me, I think.